Welcome. This is Doug and Marianne, K105, and we're joined this morning by somebody who's opening a big store right here in K Country coming up in a couple of weeks, Jim Boscov, and it's Boscov's. When I first heard Boscov was coming, Jim, I thought to myself, okay, what is Boscov? Well, tell us something about your store. Tell us what you guys have.
Well, we are a full service department store, and we're succeeding at a time when other companies in the industry have not succeeded. And I'll be happy to tell you why I think we've got something that people are interested in. But we're opening a 180,000 foot store on October 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's a big grand opening, big enough to fill 3 days. In fact, it goes on for about 4 weeks. And it is a full service department store with all the departments you would expect to find in shoes and apparel and missies and petites and plus size men's activewear, ladies activewear, handbags, accessories, all of those things that you would expect. But we also have the things that other department stores have jettisoned many years ago. We've got a full service candy counter where you can come and pick your own assortment. And the fragrance of roasted cashews wafts throughout the store and draws people to the department.
Oh, wow.
We have a toy department with a play area that kids can actually play in. And a nice agreement with Melissa and Doug Toys. If you've got kids, you know Melissa and Doug, and their Give Childhood Back to Kids campaign is something that we really believe in, and have created an area where kids can play creatively. We've got a travel center, we've got an optical center, we sell hearing aids. We do things that other people haven't done, and it's really, given every reason to come to Boscov's. So the assortment is there of departments, and within each department, there's a much broader assortment than you're used to seeing in other stores. We'll have 20 models of vacuums as opposed to 6 models of vacuums, and all at a range of prices. And the pricing we know is also much better than they're used to seeing. And the example I use is we do a lot of business in California and Texas. And people go, excuse me, you don't have any stores in California and Texas. What are you talking about? And the truth is that people will go online, they'll go to a competitive shopping engine, they'll put in an item, and Boscov's will come out on top because we're going to be priced better than anybody else. And we'll send that item to California or Chicago or wherever it is. And I think that's just anecdotal, but it is. I use that as proof of pricing. And the other thing I think that makes us very different is we believe in having people on the sales floor. How frustrating is it to go into a department and not be able to find anybody? What's even worse is you find something you want to buy and you've got to chase somebody down and ring it up at the register. So we have 250 of the nicest people, your neighbors. I met with them on Tuesday. They are a terrific group of people who, when you talk to them, give you good eye contact and a smile. And in addition to that, they're empowered to do the thing that's best for the customer. And I just think that makes all the difference in the world.
And I think when you get that service and that one of a kind feeling when you walk into a store to buy something, you're going to tell everybody else and you're going to say, hey, this is what you should expect when you go purchase something. And it's been missing.
Well, I think that we're going to do our very best to fill that void and fill it well. So every week I try to visit a different store. This is our 49th store. So we've got 48 other stores. And on Fridays, I try to visit stores and I hold the morning meeting. And one of the things I talk about is what the coworkers have done to make us successful. And because, look, you can buy a shirt anywhere. Yes, we're going to have a better assortment. We're going to have a better price. But the truth is you can buy products any place. What makes it different, and I'll say, how many of you know your customers by name? And everybody raises their hands. I'll say, how many of customers know you by name? Everybody raises their hand. I said, do you know how unusual that is? People just don't do that anymore. So one of the challenges as we grow is to maintain that small store community feeling. And we work very hard at it. And I think that we do it very well. But that's not because we do it in an office. It's because we do it on the sales floor. That's where.
That's impressive. I'm really impressed by that. It's so great to hear. And I know a lot of the people are going to be excited about coming to Boscov's and checking out. You have a grand opening that is taking place, and that's next week, right?
It is October the 7th, 8th, and 9th. So October 7th is Charity Day. And we know that there's curiosity when a big department store opens. And we've been able to take that curiosity and use it as a way of raising money for the charities, give the charities an opportunity to raise money for themselves. We held a luncheon 6 months ago and invited 200 charities showed up there, nonprofits showed up. That's more than we've ever seen, which just says wonderful things about the community and how well the community cares for itself, but also how the needs of the community. And the way that day is structured is we've given out tens of thousands of shopping passes to the nonprofits that they are giving to their supporters in exchange for a $5 contribution to their nonprofit. We think that the nonprofit should raise in excess of $100,000 that day. And with that shopping pass, they come in that Thursday. You can buy it as you come in and designate which charity you want to support. But in advance, you can also buy it from the nonprofit of your choice. And take advantage of all the grand opening specials, the entertainment, the candy that we'll be giving out that day. But it will be a special day. So that's Thursday. Friday is Family Fun Day with lots of entertainment. We'll be having characters and balloon art and lots of music. And in the toy department, they'll be making takes all day long, whether it's Legos or Play-Doh or any number of other things. And good music throughout the store that day. Saturday is the grand opening day. Officially. And in addition to the traditional ribbon cutting with dignitaries, we've changed that a little bit because our ribbon is made of $100 bills, and we've invited. Oh, doesn't everybody do that? I'm sorry.
Oh, I think Doug, are you sitting down, Doug?
I might have to be there for that.
Yeah, well, so we've invited the member agencies of the United Way to come up on stage, give each of them a scissor if they promise to be careful. And they cut off their $100 bill off their. Now, if they're not careful, they'll cut it in half. They shouldn't do that. But they all cut off their own $100 bill, and it leaves a $1,000 bill for the United Way. And it's just emblematic of the fact that we are here in the community. We feel that we're a part of the community, and we want to work with the agencies to help address the needs that they service so well. We live here, we work here, we play here. We want to be part of the community.
Yeah, well, that's a sign of a good company. When somebody gives back, that's a sign of a very good company. And just listening to you, Jim, I feel as though I want to buy something off you right now.
Well, I'm gonna look forward to meeting you and greeting you in the store. I'll be happy to give you a tour of the different departments.
Well, that'd be cool.
Doug, we could go get some candy and some Halloween stuff too. That's exciting.
Yeah, you're going to find a terrific assortment of Halloween stuff because that's the second biggest decoration holiday in America. So we're here to support that, and we're here to support that at great prices.
That's why my wife's going to be there.
The other thing I should mention is that we have a community auditorium. Now, for the opening weeks, we're going to have entertainment. Elvis Presley Jr. is going to be there. Mr. Science is going to be there. The representatives of the Oh Wow Museum are going to be putting on shows for kids. And then we've got a week devoted to Niles Has Talent. And we're going to be using local talent. People who've been on The Voice, people who've been on America's Got Talent will be performing. And that'll be well advertised. And all this is free. It's free entertainment. But the community auditorium is available for organizations to have meetings, to have fashion shows, to have lectures, to offer ballroom dance lessons, whatever it is. That's a room that's devoted to the community. Right. So I think, you asked what makes us different. I think we are different, but I honestly think people are going to like the difference that they see.
Yeah. Sounds like a good difference, that's for sure. It's Boscov's. Get involved. Big grand opening, 7th, 8th, and 9th of October. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you. This is a pleasure to talk to you.